Good afternoon. I extend the Philippines' warm welcome to Foreign Minister Wang on his first official visit to Manila. Please allow us, Foreign Minister Wang, my good friend, and the rest of the Chinese delegation to extend you the warm hospitality and friendship of the Filipino people.
首先呢，我要欢迎王部长正式访问马尼拉。那么作为好朋友，我也请允许我向王部长和中方的代表团致以菲律宾人民的热情和友好。
My discussion today with Foreign Minister Wang continues and strengthens the momentum of our fruitful conversation last month during my official visit to Beijing.
那么今天我与王办长之间进行的会谈，实际上是延续了并且加强了上个月我访华期间在北京和王部长之间举行了良好的会谈。
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte's two very productive trips to China built on the consensus reached between President Duterte and President Xi for stronger ties, cooperation, collaboration, and true friendship between China and the Philippines.
杜特尔特总统两次前往中国，进一步巩固了杜特尔特总统和习主席之间就加强双方往来合作和友谊建立共识。
And that is why President Duterte is reiterating his invitation for a state visit of President Xi at the appropriate time.
正是如此，杜特尔特总统重申，邀请习主席在合适的时间对菲律宾进行国事访问。
And the preparations we are making for the visit of Premier Lee in November or later this year.
我们也正在筹备李克强总理11月份到菲律宾的相关工作。
Taking to heart the Philippine Constitution and President Duterte's independent foreign policy, we seek to strengthen ties and cooperation with all countries in order to bring tangible benefits to all Filipinos and to the people of our partner countries.
基于菲律宾的宪法以及我们杜特尔特总统的外交政策，我们希望和所有的国家发展友好的关系，以使菲律宾的人民和我们合作伙伴国家的人民能够得到具体的福祉。
It is in this spirit that the Philippines seek to strengthen its relationship with China, particularly but not limited to the area of tourism, trade, finance, cooperation against illegal drugs, narcotics, cooperation in the field of sports, arts, culture, science, and technology, among many other areas where the Philippines and China's interests find common ground.
正是基于这种精神，我们希望进一步地加强和中国之间的关系和合作，特别是在不限于旅游业、贸易、金融、禁毒、体育、艺术文化以及高科技。那么这些领域都是中国和菲律宾人民共同拥有共同利益的领域。
The Philippines' economic and socio-political linkages with China will not only bring in investment and tourists, but will also create a sound environment where we stand hand in hand with China and with all of our neighbors.
菲律宾和中国之间发展经济、政治及其他领域的关系，并不仅仅能够带来投资和旅游业方面的进展，而且能够创造良好的环境，使得我们和所有的中方和其他的合作伙伴能够共同的站在一起。
Today, we continue to build a more solid ground for cooperation as we signed a memorandum of understanding on strengthening cooperation between the Department of Foreign Affairs and China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
今天我们签署了加强两国外交部合作的亮点备忘录，这为我们进一步的合作奠定了坚实基础。
This will reinforce the foundation of the relations between our foreign ministries through exchanges and collaborative activities.
这会通过进一步交流和合作的项目，加强双方外交部之间的合作基础。
The friendship between the Philippines and China, through the leadership of President Xi Jinping and President Rodrigo Duterte, is a friendship worth fostering.
中菲之间的友谊，以习主席和杜特尔特总统为代表的友谊，是值得我们进一步呵护和发展。
Friendship, cooperation, and collaboration are some of the principles that we espouse as chair of the ASEAN this year.
作为今年的中盟轮值主席国，合作、友谊和协作是我们坚持推进的原则之一。
Hence the theme, Partnering for Change, Engaging the World.
所以我们也制定了今年东盟的系列会议的主题，那就是为了变化缔结伙伴关系，来打造一个更加美好的未来。
We welcome Foreign Minister Wang and China's expression of full support for the Philippines chairmanship.
我们非常欢迎王外长以及中方对于菲律宾承担主席国职责方面给予的全力支持。
And I cordially invite my friend Foreign Minister Wang to again return to the Philippines this August to participate in the ASEAN and ASEAN-related ministerial meetings.
我也热烈地欢迎王部长8月份再次回到菲律宾出席东亚外长系列会议。
Foreign Minister Wang and I will take even further our cooperation through bilateral and multilateral frameworks and work together to firmly achieve our collective goal of peace and prosperity for the benefit of both the Filipino people and the Chinese people.
王毅外长和我本人将会进一步推进我们之间的合作，通过双边合作约的框架下推进有关的合作，并且共同的努力为我们的双方人民实现共同发展、和平以及快乐。
Thank you very much.
谢谢。
Thank you, Secretary Cayetano. May we now invite His Excellency Minister Wang Yi of the People's Republic of China to deliver his speech.
下面请中华人民共和国王毅外长开场。
各位亲朋友，大家好，很高兴能应大家外长邀请来访问菲律宾。中美两国外长在不到1个月时间内实现了互访，这充分的显示了双方关系在之后出现了很好的进展，也体现了中方对菲律宾的重视和支持，同时也表明我们两国会议合作正在展开更为广阔的前景。我赞同刚才开展的外长对两国关系的积极评价，也借此机会跟大家分享两国中非关系的一些看法。
Dear friends from the press, good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to visit the Philippines at the invitation of Secretary Cayetano. Actually, the two foreign ministers have exchanged visits within the time of less than a month. This fully shows the good momentum in bilateral relations since the improvement of the bilateral relationship. It reflects China's commitment and support to the Philippines. At the same time, it shows that the mutually beneficial cooperation between the two countries is unfolding with a broad prospect. I agree with the positive assessment of Mr. Secretary on bilateral relations. I wish to take this opportunity to share with you some of my observations on China-Philippines relationship.
我们刚才的会谈坦诚、深入、富有深度，是兄弟之间的对话，是邻居之间的交流。我们一致同意，双方应该十分珍惜今天两国关系来自不易的大好局面，要坚持对友好，要增进相互信任，要深化对合作，妥善处理分歧，为两国人民创造更多的福祉，为地区的和平稳定贡献更多的资源。
The discussions that we had just now are candid, in-depth, and productive. It is conversation between brothers and exchange between neighbors. We both agree that China and the Philippines need to cherish the good shape of our relations that we enjoy today that is not come by easily. We need to continue to pursue good neighborliness and friendship, deepen mutual trust, and mutually beneficial cooperation, properly handle differences to create more welfare for the two peoples and make greater contribution to regional peace and stability.
昨天得到人民火花的第二份国旗自文1年来，都得到总统领导菲律宾人民在国家发展建设方面取得了卓越的成就。中方对菲律宾的朋友和邻居对此表示诚挚的祝福。
Yesterday, President Duterte issued his second SONA since he took office. For the past year, President Duterte has led the Philippine people and made outstanding achievements in national development. As the friend and neighbor of the Philippines, China extends its sincere congratulations.
中非关系转换以来，两国各领域的合作机制相继的恢复。我们还建立了南海问题的双边磋商和海警的海上合作机制，南海问题重新回到了对话协商、妥善处理的正确轨道。
Since China-Philippines relations improved, the various cooperation mechanisms have been resumed one by one. The two sides have also established the bilateral consultation mechanism on the South China Sea issue and the Coast Guard maritime cooperation mechanism. The issue of the South China Sea is back on the right track of seeking proper solution through dialogue and consultation.
在务实合作方面，两国在进入基建、经贸、农渔业、旅游等领域签署了23项合作文件。我愿在此跟记者朋友分享几个最新的合作成果。
In terms of practical cooperation, the two sides have signed 23 cooperation agreements in areas of counter-narcotics, infrastructure, trade and investment, agriculture, fisheries, tourism, and other areas. Here, I wish to share with the reporters several examples of the latest progress.
中方已承诺援建马尼拉、巴西格河上的两座桥梁，将于年内启动建设。双方已商定了南北铁路南线、卡里瓦大坝和赤口河的灌溉项目，争取早日动工。中方还将积极的参与菲律宾其他的重大基础设施建设，助力周德尔总统所提出的建设、再建设发展规划。
China has promised to provide assistance to build 2 bridges of the Pacific River of Manila. Construction will start within the end of this month. The two sides have agreed on the projects such as the southern line of the North-South Railway, Caliba Dam, and Chico River irrigation projects. We will work to ensure that those projects will start at an early date. China will also actively participate in other major infrastructure programs in the Philippines so as to support President Duterte's build and build plan.
中非贸易额快速的增长，今年1到5月份，菲律宾对华出口增长了10.7%，中国已经成为菲律宾最大的贸易伙伴，其中包括50万吨的香蕉、菠萝、芒果等菲律宾的热带水果。此外，鳄梨、椰子、榴莲、火龙果等更多种类的菲律宾的水果也有望今后陆续的进入中国的市场。1到5月份，中国来菲律宾的游客已经接近40万人，同比增长了将近40%。仅长滩岛就接待了17万名中国游客。目前每周往返中非之间的航班已经达到了212架人次，比去年增加了31架次。为了帮助菲律宾渔民提高渔业生产、改善生计，中方近期将向巴拉望省渔民赠送10万人东星斑的疫苗，还有一系列支持菲律宾水稻种植、深海养殖以及水产品加工的合作设想正在开始商谈。这些成果都为菲律宾的民生与发展贡献了力量，也为菲律宾的人民带来了实惠。请各位记者相信，作为菲律宾的最大的邻国，中国，我们愿意在菲律宾国家发展振兴的道路上，做你们最真诚和最持久的合作。
China-Philippine trade volume is increasing rapidly. In the first 5 months of this year, Philippines exports to China grew by 10.7%. China became the largest trading partner of the Philippines. China imported 500,000 tons of banana, pineapple, mango, and other tropical fruits. In addition, avocado, coconut, durian, dragon fruit, and more varieties of Philippine fruits are expected to enter the Chinese market in the future. Between January and May this year, almost 400,000 Chinese tourists visited the Philippines, up by almost 40% on a year-on-year basis. Just Boracay, the Long Beach Island alone, received 117,000 Chinese tourists. But today, every week, 212 flights are traveling between our two countries, up by 31 flights compared with last year. In order to help the Philippine fishermen increase production and improve their livelihood, in the near future, China will provide 100,000 young groupers, that is labu-labu fish, to the fishermen of Palawan region. And there is a series of cooperation initiatives and ideas are being discussed, including to support Philippines' rice farming, deep water aquaculture, and processing of aqua products. These tangible fruits are contributing to the livelihood of the Philippine people and the national development. And they have delivered real benefits to the people. Reporters, please rest assured that as the largest neighbor of the Philippines, China is ready to be the Philippines' most sincere and long-standing cooperation partner in your journey of national development and rejuvenation.
中方对菲律宾的支持主要集中在5个方面。第一，坚定支持菲律宾奉行独立自主的外交政策，探索符合自身国情的发展道路。一个独立自主的菲律宾将为菲律宾在国际上赢得尊严地位。一个与各国友好相处的菲律宾将为菲律宾的自身发展打开更广阔的空间。
China's support to the Philippines is focused in 5 aspects. First, firm support to the Philippines in pursuing an independent foreign policy and exploring a development path that is suited to its national conditions. An independent Philippines will win the country dignity and standing on the international stage, and a Philippines that is in friendly relations with other countries will open up brighter prospects for its own development.
第二，坚定地支持菲律宾打击毒品犯罪和恐怖主义。毒品和恐怖主义是人类的公敌。杜特尔总统发起的禁毒和反恐的斗争，完全符合菲律宾全体人民的利益和期待，也有利于维护地区的和平与稳定。在禁毒方面，中国已向菲方提供了有关的设备，并联手侦破贩毒大案。2天之后，我们还将向菲律宾方面援助一批毒品扫描和监测的设备，年内将启动援建2座永久性的戒毒中心。在反恐方面，我们也在此前为菲方提供武器装备和难民安置援助的基础上，再为菲方提供2000万元人民币的紧急物资援助，用于马拉维民众的安置和战后的重建。相信在杜特尔总统领导之下，马拉维战事不日将取得完全的胜利，棉兰老岛的人民将迎来幸福安宁的生活。
Second, firm support to the Philippines' efforts against drug crimes and terrorism. Narcotics and terrorism are the common enemy of the entire humanity. The war against narcotics and terrorism launched by President Duterte fully serves the interests and expectations of all Philippine people. It is also conducive to maintaining regional peace and stability. In the area of counter-narcotics, China has provided to the Philippine side relevant equipment and has worked together with the Philippine side in cracking down some major drug cases. 2 days later, China will deliver to the Philippine side a batch of drug screening and inspection equipment. And before the end of this year, 2 permanent drug rehabilitation centers will see the start of construction. On counterterrorism, in addition and on top of the assistance we provided regarding the settlement of the displaced people and arms and equipment, China will provide an additional 20 million RMB of emergency supplies, which will be used for the settlement of people in Marawi and the rebuilding of the city. We are confident that under the leadership of President Duterte, there will be soon a victory of the war in Marawi, and the people of Mindanao will embrace a happy and tranquil life.
第三，坚定的支持多特总统奉行的对华友好和合作政策。去年10月，多特总统成功访华，驱散前些年笼罩在两国关系中的阴霾，中非关系脱离建立，重归于好。这是符合时代潮流和人民愿望的正确的选择。中方重情守义，我们愿以善意回报诚意，愿做菲律宾人民的好朋友和好邻居。
Third, firm support to President Duterte's pursuit of friendship and cooperation policy towards China. In October last year, President Duterte paid a successful visit to China that cleared the cloud overshadowing bilateral relationship in the previous years. China-Philippines relationship has been back on track and embraced the sunlight again. This is the right choice that is consistent with the trend of the times and the expectation of the people. While China values friendship and China honors its commitment, China will return return sincerity with goodwill, and China stands ready to be the good neighbor and good brother of the Philippine people.
第四是坚定支持菲律宾履行好东盟轮值主席国的职责。今年是东盟成立的10周年，菲律宾作为轮值主席国，使命光荣，责任重大。中方愿对菲方加强沟通协调，办好今年的东方合作系列会议，聚焦合作，妥处分歧，推动中国和东盟关系以及东亚合作取得更大的发展。
Fourth, firm support to the Philippines in fulfilling its duty as the chairman of the ASEAN this year. This year is the 50th anniversary of ASEAN. As the chairman of the organization, the Philippines has a lofty mission and shoulders important responsibilities. China stands ready to strengthen communication and coordination with the Philippine side to ensure the success of this year's East Asia cooperation meetings, focus on cooperation, properly handle differences, and advance China-ASEAN relations and East Asia cooperation continuously.
第五是坚定的支持，与菲律宾和其他东盟国家一道维护好南海的和平。在中非和东盟各国的共同努力之下，南海局势已经明显趋稳，合作的意愿在上升，积极的因素在增长，中非关系的转化为此发挥了关键作用。当前 ，DOC 的落实已经取得重要的成果 ，COC 的框架也已形成。这一事实向世人表明，中国和东盟各国完全有能力、有智慧处理好彼此的分歧，维护好南海的稳定。如果仍然有一些域内外的势力维护南海不乱，试图挑动是非、兴风作浪，我们应该共同对他们说不。
And fifth, firm supports to efforts of working with the Philippines and other ASEAN countries to maintain peace and stability in the South China Sea. Thanks to the concerted efforts from China, the Philippines, and other ASEAN countries, the situation in the South China Sea is trending toward stability markedly, and cooperation is rising, and positive elements are increasing. The improvement of China-Philippines relationship has played a key role in this process. Well, right now, the implementation of the DOC is making important progress. The framework of the COC is taking shape. This fact shows to the world that China and ASEAN countries have full capabilities and wisdom to handle differences between us and maintain stability in the South China Sea. If there are still some non-regional forces or forces in the region, they don't want to see stability in the South China Sea, and they still want to stir up trouble in the South China Sea, we need to stand together and say no to them together.
Thank you, Foreign Minister Wang. We now mark for two questions. First question addressed to Secretary Cayetano from PPP4.
Good afternoon, Secretary and Foreign Minister Wang. Sir, yesterday, after the second sauna of the President, at the press conference, he mentioned that Philippines will enter into a joint oil exploration with China. So 3 points, sir. Number 1, when will this begin? Number 2, who will be the partners? And number 3, how will we deal with the challenge that two sovereign entities is not really allowed to do a joint exploration under our Philippine Constitution?
Thank you for that question. And that's where we see the Philippine media's ability to ask 3 questions in one. Pretty much. Let me take a step back. As spiritual people, a very spiritual people, we believe that natural resources are a blessing from God that should be enjoyed by its people. And from the start, President Duterte has said that drugs and poverty is a lethal combination, leading to disorder, chaos, insurgency, and terrorism.
我的问题是关于共同开发，在昨天的这个国情咨文后面的见记者会过程当中，杜特尔总统表示将会和中方一起进行共同开发。我有3个问题，第一个是何时举行，第二个是合作伙伴是哪些，第三个是怎么样解决这样一个挑战，就是根据菲律宾的宪法，2个主权的国家是无法进行共同的开发的。回答，我想退一步讲，就是自然资源是上帝富有的，是所有的人所共享的。杜特尔总统已经表明，毒品和贫困这2者结合，造成了不稳定、动荡、叛乱以及恐怖主义的滋生。
Conscious of this vicious cycle of poverty, drugs, poverty, insurgency, terrorism, the President from day one aspired to reverse this vicious cycle into a virtuous cycle.
那么意识到这个贫困和毒品以及叛乱和恐怖主义之间是一种恶性的循环，意识到这一点，自从上任的第1天起，杜特尔总统就希望能够打破这种恶性的循环，实现良性循环。
And you can only reverse this vicious cycle into a virtuous cycle if you have development. You can only have development if you have peace and stability. And you can only have peace and stability if you have the environment for dialogue.
如果要改变这个恶性循环，实现良性循环，那么只有合作发展。如果实现发展，必须要有和平和稳定；而如果要实现和平和稳定，就必须有对话的环境。
Thus, the natural phase 2 of a better relationship and of the environment of dialogue, of peace and stability, is seeking to be able to use those natural resources to benefit your people.
那么，为了加强双边的这个关系，打造对话的环境，实现和平和稳定，一个自然而然的步骤就是需要利用这个自然资源来确保使得本国的人民受益。
Malampaya is an example of how the Philippine Constitution allowed exploration and development of our natural resources, despite the cooperation with some foreign corporations or foreign entities.
巴兰巴亚就是一个很好的这个例证，显示出在根据菲律宾宪法的符合菲律宾宪法的条件下，可以通过和某些外国的企业和实体进行合作，来共同开发自然资源。
As to your question, when did these talks begin?
至于你提到的什么时候这样的磋商能够开始？
It began in 1986 between President Cayetano and Chairman Deng Xiaoping. but in the 31 years of discussion, we have not found the wisdom to be able to push through to the next step. And we are praying that this generation, under President Xi and under President Duterte, will have the wisdom to find a way that these natural resources will benefit our people.
在1986年，邓小平先生和时任的阿基诺总统就已经做出了这样的决定，但是31年以来一直都没有找到突破的进展，那么没有把它带到下一步的这个阶段。那么我们这一代在习主席和杜特尔特总统的这个帮助下，希望能够找到这样的智慧，来找到方式能够开发自然资源，使我们人民受益。
我赞同会长刚才的说法。
I agree with what was said by the Secretary.
在海洋权益生活同业的如果某一方采取单方面的开发，另一方势必会采取一样的行动，这样会使海上的局势复杂化，而且甚至会产生一些紧张，最后实际上可能大家都开发不了。
In waters where there is overlapping of maritime rights and interests, if one party goes for unilateral development, then the other party will take the same actions. And that might complicate the situation at sea, that might lead to tensions, and as the end result, nobody might be able to develop the resources.
那么解决办法就是刚才外长谈到的，31年前。中国领导邓小平就率先向菲律宾领导人提出了共同开发这个富有政治智慧的事情。
The way to address this is just as Mr. Secretary said, 31 years ago, Mr. Deng Xiaoping first proposed to the Philippine leader the idea of joint development, which is full of political wisdom.
共同开发并不涉及和影响各自的独立的法律体系，而是由双方通过协商制定一个共同遵守的一个规范，或者达成一个共同的协议，按照这个协议来进行共同的开发。
Common or joint development does not affect or involve respective independent legal systems. It is about the two sides with consultation. Come up with the common rules or enter into a kind of agreement for joint development.
我们希望双方能够做出这么一个决断，能够使邓小平先生30年前向菲律宾释放的善意，能够真正的在今天开花而果，而且使两国人民能够受益。谢谢。
I hope that the two sides could make the decision so that the goodwill embodied by Mr. Deng Xiaoping's proposal 31 years ago could lead to fruition today and could benefit the people of both countries.
Thank you. In the interest of time, we might not be able to take any more questions.
时间的关系，看到还要不要再继续提问？
We will take one more question for the Foreign Minister from a colleague from CCTV.
央视记者在提问。
部长中午好。我想问的问题是，杜特尔特总统在上台之后呢，提出了社会经济发展的一个规划。他指出呢，要重视基础设施建设，大力吸引投资，努力改善民生。那么中国呢，正在倡导这个“一带一路”的合作。我想问的是呢，中国是否把菲律宾纳入“一带一路”的合作范围，并且这个“一带一路”将会给菲律宾带来一个什么样的机遇？谢谢您。
My question is that after taking office, President Duterte proposed the 10-point social and economic development agenda, which is focused on infrastructure, foreign investment, and improvement of people's livelihood. But China is actively working to advance the Belt and Road Initiative cooperation. Does China include the Philippines in the scope of Belt and Road cooperation? And what kind of opportunities will that bring to the Philippines?
一带一路是一个开放包容、互利共赢的国际合作的平台。那么，共建一路、一带一路正是下一个中非合作的重点，也是合作的亮点。
The Belt and Road Initiative is an international cooperation platform that features openness, inclusiveness, and mutual benefit and win-win results. The Belt and Road Initiative is the next stage focus of China-Philippine cooperation and a highlight of bilateral cooperation.
菲律宾曾经是古代海上丝绸之路的重要的节点，当年的中国商船就是从福建的泉州出发。 第一站到的就是吕宋，也就是当今的今天的菲律宾。从古至今，中非地缘相近，血缘相亲，文源相通，通过历史长城的友谊和合作，紧密相连。所以，无论从哪个角度来讲，菲律宾都是共建“一带一路”不可或缺的重要。
The Philippines used to be an important destination or stop along the ancient maritime Silk Road. Years ago, Chinese merchant ships set sailing from Quanzhou city of Fujian province of China, and the first stop is Luzon, and that is today's Philippines. So throughout history, China and the Philippines share this geographical proximity, kinship, and similar culture. We are bonded by the friendship that has been passed on from generation to generation, and also a long-standing cooperation. So no matter what perspective that we take, the Philippines is an indispensable, important partner for the joint efforts to build the 21st century maritime Silk Road.
杜特尔总统不久前专程出席了在古召开的“一带一路”国际合作高峰论坛。 为这个论坛成功做出了菲律宾的重要的贡献，我们也继续本着共商、共建、共享的原则，同菲方一起来推进“一带一路”的建设。那么，这不仅为中非的双边的关系开拓新的合作前景，也会为菲律宾的自身的发展能够提供更加持久的动力。谢谢。
Recently, President Duterte attended the Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation in Beijing, making important contribution from the Philippine side to the success of the forum. China stands ready to work with the Philippine side, guided by the principle of extensive consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefit to advance the Belt and Road cooperation. This will not only open up new prospects for bilateral cooperation between the two countries, it will also provide enduring vitality and dynamism to the self-development of the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellencies. Thank you, colleagues from